Earlier this year, just before the Philippines went on lockdown due to the COVID-19 situation, I had an opportunity to do a 440-kilometer round-trip motorcycle ride to the province of Bataan that featured the popular Bataan Loop, a series of winding roads that went around Mount Mariveles and the Bataan National Park. My friend McCoy, a fellow Africa Twin owner and who lives at Subic Bay, knew his way around the area, and so he invited me to ride the Mariveles Bagac Highway. And also stop by a couple of remote beaches along the way. Our first stop was the San Miguel Peak, nestled along Mariveles Bay. Standing at 700 feet in height, it's a very popular destination for tourists due to the spectacular views in and around the peak. We didn't really plan on going up the rock, but we did want to take a couple of pictures, so we looked for a nice spot to park and take a few shots. From San Miguel Peak, we head towards Kinawan Beach via the Bagac-Mariveles Highway. At 43 kilometers of winding roads, it's quite popular for motorists, most especially bikers. The highway is still in its final stages of being completed, and so, while we enjoyed the flowing corners, we were also very mindful of loose gravel and other hazards on the road. Being a weekday, we're the only ones there. Kinawan Beach isn't really all that developed. There aren't really any resorts, at least none that I saw. However, there's definitely something to be said about the serenity of a thinly occupied beach. If you don't like big crowds, this is the place to be. After a half hour, we decided it's time to go to our next stop, Playa La Caleta Beach Resort, which was about 30 kilometers away. Just before getting back to the main highway, we see a side road and decide to take a little detour just to get some more off-road riding. Along the way, we stopped to take a distant look at the Bataan nuclear power plant. Finished in the mid-1980s, it was actually ready to be fueled, but due to the Chernobyl disaster, the government ultimately decided against running it. Unlike Kinawan Beach, Playa La Caleta is a well-developed beach resort. In fact, some say it's one of the best resorts in the province of Bataan. It has a very bohemian theme, very apt for where we were. I wouldn't mind coming back here to spend a few days to unwind. So that was basically our agenda for the day. Before we headed on our own way though, McCoy recommended this Vietnamese restaurant, which he said had the best Vietnamese pho that side of Bataan. It sounded really good, so we were on our way in no time. He wasn't kidding about the pho being the best. Well, that's it. My trip to Bataan in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed today's ride. See you next time.